I don't know about you, but I've noticed that a lot of my favorite YouTubers I used to watch, I can't stand to watch a lot of their content anymore. And I find a lot of them jaded. What comes to mind currently is two people. One is Tyrone Magnus. He's obviously a YouTuber. He does like reactions and things like this. Another one is curtisshawtv. He's an Arsenal YouTuber, Arsenal fan YouTuber. I used to love watching Tyrone Magnus about 5 years ago. He's been going for a long time. He's got like over 1 million subscribers and he's really big. I never forget one of the reactions he did was Captain America Civil War. And at the end when Iron Man is fighting Bucky and Captain America and they're, it's a 2-on-1 and they're fighting with a shield and he goes crazy and I used to love him, man. His reactions was his smile, his laugh. It used to brighten up my day. His viewpoint on life was so bright and he was so funny and I shared a lot of his viewpoints and he used to get so excited and I'd get excited. He's gotten really jaded over the years. A lot of his, listen, I know about, woke and all this kind of stuff and it's annoying to me. But, he goes into all these videos talking about the woke thing and this and that and Disney and this and why he won't do this and why he won't watch WWE, and a lot of his reactions now are like, that sucks and I don't like that. I'm not sure. There's no excitement on him. Now, this could be a lot of the stuff that are coming out these days aren't as good. So that's reflecting his reactions. But at the same time, I think a bigger component of that is he's becoming jaded. He's becoming just worn out. I feel that worn outness about him, that jaded, that brokenness, and it's reflecting in his videos. There's a lot of non-positive viewpoints from his videos, his reactions. It's not entertaining. He did this reaction I watched the other day, and I don't really watch him as much as I used to because I can't stand a lot of his viewpoints, a lot of his reactions and stuff. It doesn't excite me. Because I used to love watching people react to stuff because I don't want to know if they like the same thing, and not everyone's going to like the same things, but watching him react to something after I was excited about it actually get me, it'd bring me down a level. It's like having someone with a negative energy and they come into the room and they suck the life out. That was what I was getting for this video, so I don't really watch his content that much at all. But I did watch the other day, I think it was a Dragon Ball game, and I think it was a trailer, and it was GT characters. So it was all, if you know, Dragon Ball, Goku, Vegeta, Pan, One Star Dragon, Baby, all that kind of stuff. But then he was moaning about characters, he was moaning about the song, he was moaning about the spirit bomb, all that kind of stuff. And I was excited when I watched. I was like, wow, this is really cool. I don't really get excited at fighting games anymore. But this trailer was I was like, oh my gosh, a lot of nostalgia from watching GT. I know GT isn't everyone's favorite. It wasn't my favorite, but it was good. It wasn't my favorite, but it was good elements to it. It was just negative, and it just reminded me I don't know why I clicked on him. I don't know. When sometimes you give someone a chance, you think, oh, maybe, and you go and you're like, no, they still suck. And what is this person just waiting out there for? Oh my God. Sorry. You're just holding me in a yellow box. I won't get fined for that anyway. All right, so that's him. And then the other YouTuber is curtisshawtv. We used to call him Uncle Curtis because I used to play him all the time, and I've got a baby, and it got to a point where she would recognize his voice. Every time football used to be on, I used to put on curtisshawtv for the live reactions of the game. He was entertaining. He used to get angry and stuff. This is the thing, he wasn't always positive. He'd get angry because Arsenal were crap at that time. And I'll be angry with it, I get it. But of recent, no, I can't watch his content anymore. He's always moaning. Every video is like an attack at the club, an attack at the management, the hierarchy, the players, the transfer window, all this kind of stuff. It's not positive, it's very low energy, it's always moaning, and he attracts a lot of people that like the moaning as well, that like the negative viewpoints and stuff like this. It's hard to stop watching him. And there's so many YouTubers like that. Do you find it where you go on these YouTubers now, and they used to be your favorite content creators, and now you just can't stand them? They're just like, I don't know, it's just negative, or they're just bitter, or they talk about the set. There's one content creator, when I used to watch the Red Pill, content, stuff, when I was into that, they used to talk about women and, the female nature, all this kind of stuff. Some of it valuable information, but then they keep on going on and 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 about the same thing. I'm like, bro, this is book. Don't you talk about anything else? I was like, yeah, I had to leave that. And there was another guy that used to talk about anxiety, but every video, how to master anxiety, how to beat anxiety, how to deal with anxiety, how to live with anxiety, how to work with anxiety. When I first became anxious, how other people get anxious, what creates anxiety, like 10 tips on beating anxiety, 5 tips on beating anxiety. Like, it was always the same thing. Like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of content creators who are jaded. I feel are broken. I feel dwelling in negative. Maybe they got a lot of views on that video, so they create the same thing. But you can't. I could never do that. I could never practice that way of creating, because you can't just be negative all the time and just be like, have low vibrational content all the time. Lee Gunner, he was another one. He was an Arsenal fan. I mean, it's debated if he's an Arsenal fan, but he dwells on that, and there's a market for that. People love hate. People love negativity. A lot of people don't like positive things, so they dwell to these things. And I'm not telling them to stop or do whatever. I just can't watch it. I just can't watch these things. I just want to know if other people feel the same. Are your favorite YouTubers no longer your favorite YouTubers? It's an interesting question. Are there any other YouTubers that you know that fell off, that you can't watch anymore, that their content is just poor? Let me know, man.